I caught myself in a rabbit hole watching my old videos, mainly the ones during the pandemic. And this was also the time when I decided I was no longer going to continue bleaching my skin. I'm not going to lie, it was really hard. Watching my body revert back to its old complexion was difficult for me. Not because I wasn't happy being dark skinned, but because I had an obsession with my skin being leveled out and having an even skin tone. And because I had decided to stop, I was witnessing my body darken in certain areas and some not budge at all. So I went through a yo-yo phase where I would start and then I would stop before I then decided that this is it. I'm not going to do this no more. And it was hard. There was a particular video that I watched and it really made me reflect on how far I've come in my journey when it comes to my career, when it comes to my style, when it comes to my appearance. In that particular video, I was so pale and ghost-like. And I can say that now confidently because I'm happy with the bronze, glowy complexion that I have now. But it definitely wasn't easy. For my subscribers and those that watch my videos that so happen to bump into me, I often get the compliments, oh, your skin is amazing. What are you using on your skin? How are you maintaining the skin now that you've stopped bleaching? And I'm not gonna lie, I got lucky. If you guys follow me on TikTok, then you would know that I speak about my skin bleaching journey quite regularly on there. It creates a conversation in the comment section. And one of the things that people say is that how have I managed to not dramatically affect my skin? And it is common that you go even darker than what your original complexion once was. And if I'm being honest, that doesn't necessarily apply for everyone, especially when I'm in a country that is pretty cool and my natural daily routine, I wear SPF. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but when I was 17 and 18, and during my relationship with my first boyfriend, I used to smoke. 10-pack of cigarettes, clean, that was me. You couldn't ask me if I had smoked a cigarette and I would say no. A 10-pack sterling silver was always in my bag. That dramatically darkened my lips. And it also aged me quite a lot. Made my teeth really yellow. And I don't think people really talk about the side effects of smoking when it comes to your lips. And also an unhealthy diet. I used to regularly eat sweets. I eat sweets a lot less now, but back then, sweets was substitute food. I would pick up sweets before food. I would go hours, a whole day without eating. I have one meal a day. I was so unhealthy. That had a major side effect on my lips. My lips went really dark and really dry. And all of these things made me learn more about my skin, learn more about my body, because I was so highly focused on it. Then, when I had taken bleaching to a more rigorous level, the contrast between my lips and my face was unimaginable. People often say, oh, you can always tell when somebody's bleaching because they have dark lips or they have dark knuckles. And yes, that is true. However, there are also people with natural and normal skin complexions that have dark lips and have dark knuckles. But that is not from them using a skin product, or it could be from them smoking, an unhealthy diet, dry lips, not moisturizing the lips. The hands, it could be from using cleaning products, not moisturizing your hands, not using SPF on your hands, not preserving your hands away from the sun, and not using your hands delicately. Those are also ways of having hyperpigmentation in those areas. Those are not always discussed, but I'm so fortunate that even though the circumstances are unfortunate, I've been able to learn more about my body and my skin and being black as a whole. My skin is crazily sensitive. So sensitive to a point where I'm scared to even play rough. I'm scared to even when I'm exfoliating, really get into my skin when I'm washing my face, when I go and get a facial. I'm scared because my skin bruises so easily and the healing process is shockingly long. I'm going to try and attach a picture of some scarring that has happened on my forehead. It could simply be from tying my do-rag too tight, wearing a hat and the hat may be pressing on my forehead, washing my face and I may cut my hands. And then I have to go through that phase where I'm rejuvenating my skin and trying to get rid of the scarring. And it's almost impossible. Since I've stopped bleaching, my skin gets really dry to a point where I often try to hydrate my skin and train my skin to absorb more oils. But it's really hard. I hardly ever show my arms. I hardly ever show my legs. My elbows are dark. They're dark. The contrast between my arm and my elbow is quite dramatic. And I almost feel embarrassed to show my arms. I never wear t-shirts. I went to Miami recently. I intentionally didn't wear SPF because I so desperately wanted to tan and hope that that part of the body would even out, even my knees. But it didn't happen. I have spent hours in the sun. Even during the summer in the UK, I've spent hours underneath the sun and some parts of my body just won't darken. When the nail tech takes pictures of my nails, I'm so embarrassed to show my hands because you guys may look on camera and think that my hands look quite normal, this is quite normal. And I watch my old videos and I watch old videos from my Snapchat memories from 2015 and my hands weren't like this. It's something that I have to deal with, and I also have to now love this new me, but it's been very difficult. My skin was once bouncy, vibrant and glowy naturally, but I feel like the skin bleaching has really aged me without me even realizing. I can't even tell you how many times I look at my old pictures and I know a lot of you guys say, oh, you look young for your age or your skin's really great, but it was better than this. My back is categorically darker than the front of my body. And I'm not gonna lie, I can kind of understand why that is because during my bleaching journey, I mainly focused on what people could see. I would strip layers of my skin, strip the skin on my hands. I would vigorously scrub my chest and stomach area. I wouldn't really focus on my back and I wouldn't focus on my inner and outer thighs. And I can see the areas I didn't focus on so much darkening. It almost looks like a different person's body. If I was to record the lower half of my body without showing my face, you would think it's a different person. So that's why I cover up quite a lot. I haven't yet really embraced all of what I'm dealing with because it's not easy. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. It's really not easy. Some days I'm just tempted. Some days, I'll be honest, some days I'm just tempted to go and grab a bottle of bleaching cream, not because I want to be lighter, but because I've for so long been addicted with evening out my skin tone, and it's unhealthy. It's really unhealthy. This is my journey and I'm not really embarrassed to say it. I haven't really found anything that really benefits my skin. Yes, it's nice receiving compliments from those that follow me and those that may bump into me in person, but when I go home, when I look in the mirror, like I'm still battling with not necessarily being happy with how my skin is and the cycle that I'm going through at the moment. That was all for this video. I just wanted to chat to you lot and just share a few things with you guys because I don't think I've ever told you guys this, but yeah, If you're experiencing something like me and you found something that works for you, hit me up in my DMs. It ain't easy out here, babes. It ain't easy. But that was all for this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Oh my God. Had to widen up. Can't have that happening, but... That's good though. You got me, car, everybody want me, and my pussy good. All of them and them want me, we got my kids. But I wouldn't really focus on my back. I wouldn't really focus on... I wouldn't really focus... My body scars so bad. It could simply...